say home is where the heart is, right? But what happens when the heart stops beating? What happens when the person who gave you life tells you to leave it behind? 14 years old, no map, no plan, just a boy forced to be a man. 14, bag packed, mom said go. Didn't even argue, just stepped in the cold. Didn't have a coat to block out the breeze, just the weight of the world making me weak at the knees. Door slammed loud, echo in my chest. Didn't know then that it's life's first test. I looked back once, but the curtains were drawn. Everything I knew was suddenly gone. No phone ringing, no one checking in, just a young kid fighting silent within, street lights buzzing, nowhere to stay. Whole world changed in a single day. Walked past the park where I used to play. Now I'm looking for a bench just to hide away.
Where do you go when there's nowhere left? Cold on your own, no place to rest. You're just a child in the dark outside, trying to live, but you just survive. 14 years and you're out the door. Can't call it home, not anymore.
Check. Shadows getting long, stomach feeling hollow, thinking about the pride that I couldn't even swallow. Is this a dream? Is she coming to find me? But I'm blocks away now with the past behind me. Found a doorway tucked in my chin, wondering what I did for the nightmare to win. I saw families in windows sitting down for a meal, while I'm shivering in silence, trying not to feel. The concrete is biting, the wind is a blade, watching the colors of my childhood fade. No good night, no I love you, no light in the hole. Just a 14-year-old waiting for the fall. 14 and out the door, hitting the pavement, living through a trauma, wondering where the days went. Out in the cold, yeah, the world is a beast. When the ones who should feed you give you nothing to feast. Yeah, 14 and out the door, no looking back, trying to find a light on a pitch black track. Yeah. I learned real quick how the city operates, how the hunger turns to anger, how the love turns to hate. I slept with one eye open, hand on my bag, while the memory of home felt like a white flag. I grew up in the hour, I grew up in the street, with the holes in my shoes and the cold in my feet. You can't tell me nothing about struggle or pain. I've been baptized by the tears and the freezing rain. Mom, did you sleep? Did you even care? Or was I just a ghost that was never even there? 14 and out, yeah, I survived the night, but I'm still walking toward a different kind of light.
Where do you go when there's nowhere left? Cold on your own, no place to rest. You're just a child in the dark outside, trying to live, but you just survive. 14 years and you're out the door. Can't call it home, not anymore.
Yeah, 14 years, out the door. No key, no bed, no safety net, just the cold pavement and a heart that won't forget. But look at me now, I didn't break, I just learned how to walk in a world that didn't want me to stand. Yeah. They call it care, but there's no heart in the system. Just a file on a desk and a name on a list. I went from the cold streets to a cold room, trading one cage for another. Listen, placed in a room with a lock and a key. but it never felt like security to me. It's a sterile box with a bolted down bed, and the ghost of the last kid living in my head. People come and go, broken like me. Different faces, same misery. We're just numbers in a ledger, units in a cell, trying to find heaven in a government hell. Late night shouting through paper thin walls, the sound of a breakdown echoing in the halls. Sirens outside, echoing calls. Another shadow hits the ground, another one falls.
This ain't home, don't feel safe. Empty walls, hollow space. Voices fade, but the pain don't go. Lost inside a place called home. No, this ain't home, it's just a house of stone.
Check, staff don't care, just doing their shift, checking their watches while the lost kids drift. Another troubled soul they're told to fix, but you can't heal a heart with bureaucratic tricks. They look at me like I'm a ticking time bomb, missing the warmth, missing the mom. Even if she kicked me out, the sting is still there. In a room full of people, but nobody's there. I'm staring at the ceiling, tracing every crack, knowing if I run, the feds will bring me back. I'm a ward of the state, a ghost in the machine, living a nightmare in the care of the queen.
It's the care system, but who's really caring? Just a room full of trauma and the eyes that are staring. Locked in a unit, feeling the weight, accepting a destiny, accepting a fate. No family dinner, no peace in the night. Just a kid in a home, ready to fight.
I've seen them coming young and leave them all cold. Stories of the system that never get told. The black eyes, the restraints, the meds for the mood, while we're fighting for respect and fighting for food. You think you know gangster, try living in a home where you gotta be a lion or you're dying alone. Paperwork piling while our innocence dies. You can see the dead light reflected in our eyes. 14 and out and 15 and locked. By the time I was 16, the world was just shocked. But they built these walls and they turned the key. So don't act surprised at the monster you see.
This ain't home, don't feel safe. Empty walls, hollow space. Voices fade, but the pain don't go. Lost inside a place called home. No, this ain't home, it's just a house of stone.
Yeah, another night, another check on the clipboard. Subject is sleeping, subject is stable. Inside the walls are screaming. You can lock the door, you can't lock out the truth.
This ain't home,
This ain't home,
this ain't home,
it's just where they put the ones they forgot.
this ain't.
Yeah, look at the kid in the oversized hoodie, bottom set back row. Labeled the problem before I even knew the answer. Teachers had the pens, but I had the vision. Too bad I didn't have the focus. Listen. Back of the class, head in the clouds. Couldn't sit still, always too loud. Desk full of scribbles, mind full of storms. Never could fit in their boxes and forms. Won't get far, yeah, they said it proud. Whole class laughing, I stood out from the crowd. Teachers pet in the front, getting the gold, while I'm in the back, doing what I'm told. Which was nothing, I was a ghost in the room, watching the clock, waiting for the gloom. They saw a failure, I saw a cage, ripping the chapters right out of the page.
They said you fool, they said you brave. Didn't see the chances you could take. Now you're lost in yesterday, wishing you could change your ways.
Yeah, wishing I listened, wishing I knew. Check. Doctor sat me down, looking through the file. ADHD, he said with a clinical smile. Said some meds might balance my brain, keep me on the tracks, keep me in the lane. But I was hard-headed, I shrugged off the pain. Thought I was a fire they couldn't contain. Refused to help, skipped out on the pills. Looking for the thrills on the edges of the hills. Now I look back and it hits me deep. All the warnings I chose not to keep. The lessons I missed while I was playing the fool. Turning to the rules of a much harder school. No graduation, just the best of luck. In a world that don't give up. Oh, you know the luck. I was the hopeless case, the write-off kid, paying the price for the things that I did. Staring at the ceiling of a life gone wrong, singing the lyrics of a failure song. They told me I'd crash, they told me I'd burn. Now I'm standing here with a lesson to learn. Yeah. I see the kids now sitting where I sat, thinking they're tough, thinking they're that. But the streets don't care about your potential. They only care if your hustle's essential. I had the brains, but I traded them for pride. Took the wrong exit on a dangerous ride. Now those teachers' words ring loud in my ear, growing more deafening year after year. You're smart, Al, you just gotta try. Instead I just watched all the years fly by. I could've been the pilot, could've been the boss, but I'm just a man tallying up the loss.
They said you'd fall, they said you'd break. Didn't see the chances you could take. Now you're lost in yesterday, wishing you could change your ways.
Yeah.
Needs to focus more.
Distracted easily.
A disruptive influence.
I influenced myself right into a corner. If you're in the back of the class right now, listen to the man who didn't. Don't let him be right about you.
Change the ending.
Yeah. Can you hear that? That's the sound of 1,000 thoughts hitting the wall at once. No breaks, no pause, no static. Just a constant hum in the skull. Trying to explain it to them, but they just see a kid who can't sit still. They don't see the war. Listen. Mind too fast, like I'm stuck on speed. Thoughts overlap, can't focus on me. I'm trying to sit calm, but I feel that itch. Like my whole brain just won't flip the switch. It's a glitch in the matrix, a loop in the wire. Every single neuron is screaming on fire. People talking to me, but I drift away. I'm 1,000 miles out nearly every day. Lose track of time, lose track of the spot. Forgetting the mission as soon as I thought. Pay attention now. Yeah, I heard the shout, but the signal is busy. The caller is out.
I'm around, inside your mind, no off switch, no peace to find. Try to breathe, but you can't slow down. Drowning deep, but you won't drown. And around, inside your mind, no off switch, no peace to find. Try to breathe, but you can't slow down. Drowning deep, but you won't drown.
Frustration building, I can't explain. Like I'm locked in a wall with my own damn brain. I'm pacing the room, I'm shaking my leg. Walking the wire, I'm treading on eggs. They call it hyper, they call it a phase. But I'm lost in the mental, electrical maze. 1 minute I'm here, the next I'm a ghost. Chasing a shadow from pillar to post. I try to focus on the bread, on the grind, but I'm leaving the pieces of my logic behind. It's exhausting, man, the noise in the dark. Every small flicker is a gasoline spark. It's a ride in the head, a storm in the soul. Trying to steer when I got no control. The engine is redlining, smoking the tires while I'm caught in the web of short-circuiting wires. Locked in a war, yeah, me against me. The loneliest battle that you'll ever see. I see him looking, Thinking I'm high, thinking I'm tweaking with the look in my eye. But I'm sober as a judge, just trapped in the speed of a mind that won't give me the silence I need. I could solve a million problems in a minute or two, but I can't find my keys or the laces for my shoes. It's a blessing and a curse, it's a cage and a wing, depending on the anthem that the voices sing. I just want a minute where the world goes still, without a doctor, without a pill. Just a moment of peace, just a second to calm, before the brain drops another mental bomb.
Round, round and round, inside your mind, no off switch, no peace to find. Try to breathe, but you can't slow down. Drowning deep, but you won't. Round and round, inside your mind, no off switch, no peace to find. Try to breathe, but you can't slow down. Drowning deep, but you won't drown.
Yeah. Still going. Can't stop the ride even if I wanted to.
You see me staring at the wall, I ain't empty. I'm just watching the movie play at 10 times speed. War with the brain every single day. Finally
Yeah. The city's sleeping but the sharks are awake. 14 and out the door, now I'm 17 and on the floor of a stolen whip, chasing a feeling I can't name. Started with a hunger, now it's just a game. Watch the shadows, listen. Night falls, now I'm out again. Hood up tight in the cold night wind, moving like a ghost through the council blocks, ignoring the time on the church tower clocks. Eyes on cars, yeah, I'm on the prowl. Stomach is empty, hitting in the dark growl. Heart beats fast, I don't think just now. Adrenaline's the only peace I'm allowed. Quiet roads and I spot my chance, a silver reflection, a tempting glance. Quick little move, no second glance, leading the law on a high-speed dance.
in the night where shadows move, you get lost in what you choose. No way out when you cross that line. One wrong step, one more time. One more time before the sirens find you.
Check. Glass on the pavement, a beautiful sound. In a world where I'm lost, this is where I'm found. Living life on a risky line, didn't care if it weren't mine. Ownership is a lie when you got nothing to lose. When the care system left you with holes in your shoes, I'm popping the ignition, feeling the roar, pushing the pedal, foot to the floor. The ADHD brain finally finds its focus in the middle of the crime. And the hocus pocus, no teacher shout and no doctors to see, just the wind in the window and the road in me. It's a midnight high, some moonlight sin, trying to fill the hole that I'm living within. From the back of the class to the front of the chase, covering my tracks, hiding my face. One wrong step and the cage door swings, but for now I'm the king that the nighttime brings. I see the blue lights reflecting in the glass. I don't think about the future, I don't think about the past. I'm just a product of the code in the street. A kid who was broken, a kid who was beat. You call it a crime, I call it a living in the world that was taken and never was given. I'm weaving through traffic, I'm hitting the curb. The silence of the night is the thing I disturb. But when the sun comes up and the engine goes cold, I'm just a lonely boy feeling grey and old. Back to the room with a lock and the key, waiting for the night to set me free.
In the night where shadows move, you get lost in what you choose. No way out when you cross that line. One wrong step, one more time. One more time. Yeah. Yeah. Risky line.
Broken hearts and stolen stars.
They say I'm a menace. They say I'm a thief. But they never asked why I was out there in the first place. The first place, yeah. One wrong step is all it takes to disappear.
Yeah. Can you feel it? Silence is over. The ADHD brain finally found its gear. When the world says stop, the pedal says go. I'm a pilot in a stolen cockpit. Let's ride. Yeah.
Door bends back, yeah, I'm sliding in. Engine sparks, let the rush begin. Wires touch, now the dash glows green. The smoothest criminal you've ever seen. Foot goes down, I'm flying free. It's the only time I feel like me. No staff watching, no lock on the door. Just the sound of the valves and the intake roar. I'm weaving through the pillars of the council estate, leaving the trauma at the starting gate. I'm a king on the asphalt, a god in the sea, turning the midnight air into a heartbeat.
One more ride, don't slow down. Lost in the speed, can't turn around. Feel alive in the danger zone, but you don't know what's coming home.
No, you don't know the price of the road. Check, music loud, yeah, I chase that high. Didn't care if I lived or died. The bass is thumping, it's drowning the thoughts of the care home rooms and the battles I fought. One more ride, yeah, one more thrill. Didn't know it would cost me still. Cost me my future, cost me my name. But in this moment now I'm winning the game. I see the lights of the city blur past, knowing this feeling was never gonna last. But I'm addicted to the risk, addicted to the heat of a stolen engine and a getaway beat. It's the getaway high, the criminal soul. Losing my mind just to find some control. From the back of the class to the fast lane light, cutting through the night like a sharpened knife. Yeah, I'm flying now, I'm over. But the sirens are coming, and they're coming soon. Yeah. Blue lights dancing in the rearview mirror. The consequences getting clearer and clearer, but I don't lift off, I just drop a gear. I've been running from the truth for 14 years. What's a high-speed chase to a kid with no home? What's a prison cell to a boy all alone? I'm pushing 120, the tires are screaming. Am I awake or am I just dreaming? I'm chasing the ghost, I'm chasing the ghost. In the place where the danger hurts the most. I wanted to feel something, wanted to be seen. Now I'm just a headline on a digital screen.
One more ride, don't slow down. Lost in the speed, can't turn around. Feel alive in the danger zone, but you don't know what's coming home.
One more ride. That's all it takes. They say speed kills. It's the stopping that hurts. I was just trying to outrun the pain, but the pain has a way of catching up. Yeah. The music stopped.
The adrenaline's wearing off. The cold is setting in. The mirror don't lie. The game just got a lot more expensive. Look.
Rear view mirror got that glow. Blue lights flashing, heartbeat slow. Sirens screaming through the night. Now I'm running from my life. I'm hitting corners I can't even see. Trying to outrun the ghost of me. Hands shaking, grip that wheel. This is getting way too real. 1 minute I was king of the road. Now I'm carrying a heavy broken load. The ADHD brain is starting to freeze. I'm begging for a way out, down on my knees.
Flashing lights, nowhere to hide. Truth catches up, nowhere to drive. All that running, all that pain. Now you're caught in the rain.
Yeah, you're caught in the rain.
Yeah, you're caught in the rain.
And the storms that start, yeah. Check. Oh, that thrill just turned to fear. End of the road feels way too near. I see the spike strips, I see the vans. This wasn't part of the midnight plans. I'm trapped in a metal box burning the fuel. Thinking about the days I skipped out of school. You won't get far, that's what they said. Now those words are screaming inside my head. I'm looking for an alley, a gap, a turn. But I'm out of bridges, left to burn. The sirens are required, singing my name, inviting me back to the cage and the shame. It's the final chase, the last of the gas. Watching my life through a shattered glass. From 14 and out to the blue and the red. Living like a man who's already dead. The thrill is a ghost, the fear is the king. Waiting for the hammer and the metal. In the ring, in the ring. I'm pulling over, the engine is dying. I can hear the tires and the asphalt crying. I put my hands up, I step to the street, feeling the cold concrete under my feet. The gangster is gone, I'm just a boy again, shivering hard in the midnight rain. The shouting orders, they're pinning me down. The care kid lost in a heartless town. I looked at the sky and I whispered a plea, but the only thing looking back was the heat. The ride is over, the high is dead. Just the sound of the handcuffs clicking instead.
Flashing lights, nowhere to hide. Truth catches up, nowhere to drive. All that running, all that pain. Now you're caught in the rain. And you're caught
in the rain.
And you're caught in the rain.
You're caught in the rain.
And you're caught.
Now you're caught in the rain.
And you're caught in the rain. And you're caught in the rain.
End of the line. No more gears left to shift.
You can only run for so long before the road runs out. I was 14 and out the door. Now I'm 17 and on the floor. Same cold, same silence. Just a different set of keys.
Yeah. They say the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Look at me. Outbacking. It's a Lupe circle, a trap with no exit. Listen. Same old story, same mistakes, same locked doors and cold headaches. From the care home wing to the prison wing. Same heavy metal, same suffering. Out there and back, it never ends. Same roll round again and again. I thought I'd learned, I thought I'd grown, but I'm standing right back on the same old stone. The world outside just feels too strange. The streets are familiar, but the feeling's deranged. I keep walking the line that leads to the gate. Destination failure, too little, too late.
Round we go, same old road, same mistakes, same heavy load.
trapped in the story they wrote for me.
Check. Tried to stop, but I couldn't quit. Too deep in, too used to it. Yeah. The system got my DNA. It knows my name and it knows my way. I got comfortable in the chaos and noise, trading my dreams for the boys and the toys. Didn't see how stuck I'd be, living life on repeat. Every release is just a tease before the judge brings the system to its knees. I'm a hamster on the wheel, running fast, but I ain't going nowhere, just living in the past. They give you a chance, but they break your wings, so you fall right back where the misery sings.
It's a vicious cycle, a permanent stain, coming back again and again and again. From the back of the class to the back of the van, I'm just a product of the life I ran. Same walls, same bars, same empty bed. Voices in my heart and voices in my head.
I look at the others, they're moving on fast, building up futures while I'm stuck in the past. I wanna turn left, but I turn right, back into the darkness, back into the night. It's not about the money, it's not about the thrill. It's about the hole inside that I can feel. I know the script, I know every line. I'm acting out a crime, it's already mine. 14 and now 21 and then same old sin, same old win or lose.
I can't tell the difference anymore. Just waiting for the slam of the door. Round we go, same old road, same mistakes, same heavy load. Try to change, but you don't break free, trapped inside your history. Round we go, same old road, same mistakes, same heavy load. Try to change, but you don't break free, trapped inside your history. Yeah. On repeat, day in, day out. They call it repeat offender. I call it survival, but survival ain't living. It's just waiting, waiting for the next lap.
Yeah, they give you one chance, they give you two. But when the system's designed to keep you down, you lose count. Look at the record, 6 times they locked me up, and I still didn't see the pattern. Listen. 1, 2, 3, lost count quick. Every time I thought this is it, this time's the last time swore on my life. Put down the knife, put down the strife. 4, 5, then number 6, still ain't learned, still stuck in there. Same judge sitting high on the chair, same old, I'm standing in the dock with the same old face. Time after time in the same old place. They give me a sentence, I do the time, but the crime keeps coming, it's an endless line.
Falling down again, same dark road, no different end. Try to rise but lose your ground, 6 times lost and 6 times down.
Check. Each time thinking I change my ways, pack up the past and leave the maze. Walk out the gates with a brand new plan, ready to stand like a proper man. But I fall right back in days, old habits calling old ways. Easy cash, the corners, the cruise, the easy cash, dragging me back where the world goes flash. Now I'm looking at myself like, stare in the mirror, myself I see. Stare in the mirror, what do I see? A kid who got lost in the man I be. How'd I end up in this life? Trading my freedom for stress and strife. I could have been rich, I could have been king. Now I'm just singing this sad song thing. It's a numbers game, but I'm losing hard. Counting the cracks in the prison yard. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3, 4, 5, but going where? Back to the start. Broken promises and a broken heart. I see the young boys looking at me, thinking that could be him, that could be me. I wanna scream it out the game before it locks you out, but the mouth is shut and the pride is thick, and I'm the living proof that it don't click. 6 times up. But every time I'm drinking from a broken cup, the pattern is clear, the writing is there, scratched on the walls of the cold dark air. I was 14 and out, now I'm counting the strikes, living a life full of sharp spikes.
Falling down again, again. Same dark road, no different end. Try to rise but lose your ground. 6 times lost and 6 times down.
6 times. 6 times they gave me a key. 6 times I threw it in the sea. You ask how I ended up here. I didn't respect the boundaries till the circles ran out. Number 7 is waiting.
Yeah. The noise stops. The streets go quiet. Suddenly, it's just you. Four walls, a ceiling, a floor, and a million questions you can't answer. Look at me now.
Cold cell walls and a silent mind. Too much time just thinking loud. No TV, no noise, just me in the dark, picking at the pieces of a broken heart. No distractions, no escape, just the weight of the world and the shape of all the roads I chose to take. Face to face with my mistake. I see the faces of the ones I hurt. I see the bridges that I left in dirt. 14 and now I thought I was tough. Now I'm sitting here, I've had enough.
Cold walls close, no way out. Hear your thoughts, scream and shout. Locked inside, nowhere to run. Now you face what you become.
Yeah, what you become, yeah. Check, echoes bouncing off the bricks. Every memory, every trick. They say time heals, but time just kills. Slowly draining away the will. Every thought just makes me sick, wishing I could press reset, click. But the game is over, the score is set, and there ain't no way to change the bet. Yeah, now I see what I became. A slave to the anger, a puppet to shame. A man drowning in his pain, trying to stay sane in the pouring rain. I had the world on my fingertips. Now I'm counting the cracks on my lip. It's a mirror made of stone, and I'm staring at the unknown. From the back of the class to the front of the line, running out of space, running out of time. The silence is loud, the darkness is deep, and the secrets that I keep, they're eating me alive. I think about mom, I think about dad, I think about all the good I never had. I chase the speed, I chase the high, just to see if I would live or die. But sitting here in this concrete box, I'm just another name on the paper word locks. I built a castle out of sand and glass, watching it shatter as the moments pass. I'm not the villain, I'm not the hero, I'm just a zero in a room with a zero.
Cold walls close, no way out. Hear your thoughts, scream and shout. Locked inside, nowhere to run. Now you face what you become. Yeah.
Face to face, no more lies to tell, no more stories to sell. Just me and the truth.
They can lock the door, but they can't lock out the mind. And the mind is the worst prison of all.
Yeah. The moment you can't run from, No hood up, no mosque. Just you and the man with the power. 14 years old and out the door. Now standing in the dark. Listen. Standing still while they read my fate. Judge looks down like it's too late. Words falling like stones on a concrete floor. Closing every single window and door. No more lies, no more disguise. Just truth standing in my eyes. I can't bluff it out, I can't try my way out. I'm just a shadow standing in the doubt. Family gone, no one there. Empty benches, empty stare. Not a single face to turn to, not a single hand to hold. Just a story that's already told.
Silent room, heavy air. No one left, no one there. Truth hits hard, can't rewind. Now you face your own life.
Yeah, your own life. Your own life. Check. Now I feel what I ignored. Every single bridge I burn, every single wall. I thought I was smart, I thought I was tough, but I didn't know when I had enough. Every choice I can't restore, piling up like dirt on the floor. Guilty on the paper, guilty in the soul. Losing all the things that made me whole. I traded my future for a moment of fun. Now the damage is done and the damage is won. I look at the jury, I look at the sky, wondering when I stopped asking why. And just started doing, just started taking. Now my whole world is breaking. It's the
Final verdict, the end of the line. No more excuses, no more design. From the back of the class to the front of the court, paying the price for the things that I thought. Standing tall, not standing weak. Realizing too late what I didn't see.
I could scream, I could shout, I could beg and I plead, but the law is the law and the heart is the seed. I planted the weeds and I watered the hate. Now I'm standing here accepting my fate. No mom, no dad, no friends in the crowd. Just a silence screaming way too loud. I pushed them all away when I was on the high. Now I'm alone and I don't know why. It's a cold feeling deeper than the cell, knowing I sent myself straight to hell. Not the fire and brimstone, the concrete and steel, the kind of pain that you never heal.
Silent room, heavy air. No one left, no one there. Truth hits hard, can't rewind. Now you face your own life.
Hey. Whatever they give me doesn't matter anyway. You can outrun the police, you can outrun the cars, but you can never outrun the choices you make.
Yeah, they lock you up and they let you out, but when you got nowhere to go, the streets become your walls, and the cold becomes your family. Look at me now, sleeping rough, no roof, no heat, just me. Sleeping rough in the freezing cold, same old clothes that never fold. Layers on layers, but they don't block the wind. I'm just a shadow where the city ends. People pass, don't even look, like I'm just a page in a book. Invisible man in a visible place, walking right past me, covering their face. Rain, it's hard, soaked to skin. Trying to fight, but I'm giving in. My spirit is bending, my back is breaking. Every single breath that I'm taking is a struggle.
Cold nights, empty streets, no safe place, just concrete. Dream of more, but wait to this. Life like this, you don't exist.
Yeah. Dreaming warm but waking broke. Choking on the smoke and the joke. I dream of beds with sheets and pillows. Wake up to the sound of the seagulls. Living life without no hope, just a drowning man to cope. From the care home to the cell to the pavement. Every step I took was a wrong payment. I used to run fast, I used to drive. Now I'm just trying to stay alive. See the lights in the windows, warm and bright, while I'm fighting the dark and the endless night. They say pull yourself, but there's nothing to grab. Just a hole in my heart and a hole in my bag. It's the bottom of the barrel, the end of the line. No food in the stomach, no peace in the mind. You become part of the scenery, part of the ground, waiting for a hero that never comes around. Just the rain, just the cold, just me. I look at my hands, they're blue and white, wondering if I'll see the morning light. Did I deserve this? Is this the pay for every single wrong turn I made away? I pushed away, I pushed okay, and I'm sitting here with nowhere to stare. But at the ground, at the dirt, at the mess I made grave. I'm not a man no more, I'm a statistic. Another life that went ballistic. 14 and out, now I'm 20 something, and the only thing moving is the rain and the nothing.
Cold nights, empty streets, no safe place, just concrete. Dream of more, but wait to this. Life like this, you don't exist.
Yeah, you don't exist. You're just something people try to avoid looking at. But I'm still here, I'm still breathing. Even if it hurts, even if it hurts, even if it's cold.
You can be alive, but not living, walking around, breathing air, but your soul is already dead.
Half alive, broken mind, listen. Half alive with a broken mind, walking shadows, leaving them behind. Dark thoughts creeping all the time, whispering trees and whispering crime. Thinking ways just to escape from the walls that close, from the shape of the mess that I create. I built this prison, now I lay the stone. Now I'm sitting here cold and alone. Life feels like a sick joke now. The world is laughing, I don't know how. Everybody's moving fast, going places. I'm just staring at the spaces, don't even know if I know how. To be okay, to feel alright, just surviving every night.
Half alive, barely breathing, fighting thoughts. You're not leaving, hold on tight. Through the pain, you're still here, don't fade away. Don't fade away, don't fade away. Yeah, yeah. Don't fade away. Don't fade away.
Yeah, don't fade away. Check. I wake up tired, I go to bed stressed, feeling like I'm under attack from my own chest. The demons are dancing inside my head, saying you should be sleeping instead. I try to smile, but it cracks my face. I'm out of time and I'm out of place. Is it the ADHD? Is it the years? Or just a river of forgotten tears? I used to fight, I used to roar. Now I'm just knocking on heaven's door, but nobody answers, nobody cares. I'm just a ghost floating up the stairs, trying to find a peace of mind. But the darkness is one of a kind. It's a thin line between existing and dying. When you're done with living, but too scared to try flying. Off a heart, off a soul, off a man, doing the best that I can. But it ain't enough, it's never enough.
I look in the mirror and I don't recognize the person staring back with the empty eyes. Did I lose him in the cell? Did I lose him in the street? Or did I lose him when I didn't eat? It's a chemical war, it's a mental storm, trying to keep warm when the world is cold norm. I tell myself tomorrow is new, but tomorrow is just like today, it's true. I'm hanging by a thread, a very thin string, waiting for the bell, waiting for the ring. But the bell don't ring and the end don't come. Just another day where I'm feeling numb. Half alive, barely breathing, fighting thoughts. You're not leaving, hold on tight. Through the pain, you're still here where I'm feeling numb.
Half alive, barely breathing, fighting thoughts. not leaving.
Hold on tight, through the pain, you're still here. Don't fade away, don't fade away, don't fade away.
Yeah.
Half alive,
But I'm still here for now.
don't fade away. Easy to say, harder to do.
Yeah. They ask me why I do it. They ask me why I chase it. It's simple. For a minute, the pain stops. For a minute, I'm normal. But the price, man, the price is heavy. Listen. One line up just to feel okay. One more hit and I'm the day. Trying to silence all the noise in my head. Wish I could go back to the days when I was dead to the world, but now I'm wide awake. And the only way to cope is to break the feeling, freeze the time, chasing the peace that I'll never find.
High feels good, but fades too fast. Then you're right back in the past. The demons waiting, they never left, just hiding behind a chemical death. High then low, up then down, lost yourself, never found. What you chase fades away, leaves you hurt, very good.
Yeah, every single day, yeah.
What you chase
Every single day, yeah.
fades away,
Every single day, yeah.
leaves you hurt,
Every single day, yeah.
very good.
Yeah, check. Seen both sides of that road. Heavy highs, heavier lows. One minute I'm king, sitting on top of the world. Next minute I'm crying, feeling like a little girl. What you gain, you lose twice more. Still you're knocking at that door, begging for another hit, begging for release. But the devil don't do business with peace. I thought it was the answer, I thought it was the key to unlock the man that I wanted to be. But it's just a trap, it's just a snare, pulling you down into the cold air. You think you're winning, you think you're strong, but you've been singing the same old song. It's a roller coaster with no brakes, breaking promises, breaking states. From the back of the class to the pills and powders, watching the sun turn into the moon. I'm trading my future for a minute and now, wondering when I'm gonna take a bow, yeah. But the show ain't over, it just gets darker. I look at my hands, they're shaking still, trying to fight against the will of the substance taking over control, eating away at my heart and soul. I did it to escape, I did it to forget. Now I'm drowning in a sea of regret. 14 and now I'm chasing the white lines, trying to put the broken pieces back in, but they don't fit no more. They're shattered and dust, and I'm the only one that I can trust. Which ain't much. I'm standing on the edge of a chemical cliff, waiting for the final
High
say.
and low, up and down, lost yourself, never found. What you chase fades away, leaves you hurt every day.
Yeah,
What you chase
fades away,
fades away,
just like everything else.
leaves you hurt.
You think it's gonna fix you, but it just breaks you into smaller pieces until there's nothing left but the habit. Yeah.
Yeah. Regret. It's a heavy thing to carry. You look in the mirror and you ask yourself, what if? What if I took the other road? What if I actually listened? questions don't change the answer. Listen.
If I listen back then maybe life would be a different story. Different house, different name, different kind of life to claim. Different path, different me. Not this version you now see. This version's broken, this version's tired. This version's got the soul retired. All them chances I let go, watching them fly like the winter snow. Didn't think I feel it so deep in the chest, hurting slow. Now I wish I could rewind, go back to the back of the line. But time is a train that don't stop, and I'm sitting here with the plot that I wrote myself. Now I'm stuck with what is mine.
If you knew what you know now, would you change, would you turn around? Time don't wait, it moves on. Now you live what you've done.
Yeah.
You live what you've done.
Check. Teacher said focus, boy, you got the brain. I threw it back like it was all a game. Doctor said take this, it will help you cope. I threw the pills away, I threw the hope. Mom said be careful, dad said be strong. I was singing a different song, I thought I was invincible, I thought I was hard. I didn't see the cracks forming in the yard. Now the bills on the table and the price is high. Looking at the sky asking why didn't I see? Why didn't I care? Why was I always running somewhere? I traded my tomorrow for a yesterday, and now I'm paying in the hardest way. It's a movie playing backwards in my head, wishing I was alive instead of just dead inside. Different story, different ending, but the ink is dry and there's no man. I see the young boys out there now, walking the same path, taking the same bow. I wanna scream, I wanna shout, get out the game before it locks you out. But I know the look, I know the pride, I know the feeling that you cannot hide. You think you know it or you think you're smart, until life breaks you and tears you apart. Now I'm standing here, an example made of every single stupid choice I played. If I could trade the wisdom for the youth, tell myself the absolute truth, but it's too late. The clock struck zero, I'm just a hero turning to a zero.
If you knew what you know, would you change, would you turn around? Time don't wait, it moves on. Now you live, you've done. If you knew what you know now, would you change, would you turn around? Time don't wait, it moves on. Now you live what you've done.
Yeah. It's done. Can't burn it, can't return it, just gotta live it. Take it from me, listen when they tell you, 'cause time really don't wait.
They counted me out, they wrote me up. 6 times down, 6 times locked up. Broken mind, broken heart, but look at me now, I'm still breathing, I'm still standing. Listen, still got scars, but I'm still here. Visible marks and invisible fear. Every line on my skin tells a story of a life lived in a rush and a hurry. Still got pain, still got fear. Voices whispering in my ear, but I'm breathing, that's enough. Even when the days get rough, I could've folded, I could've broke, I could've ended up just like smoke. But the fire inside, it never died, even when I had nowhere to hide.
Still you breathe, still you stand through the pain, through the damage. Not defeated, not gone. You're still here, holding on.
Yeah.
Holding
Check.
on.
Did I quit though? I came close, staring at the edge of the ghost. There were nights I stared at the ceiling, wondering if I had any feeling. Fought through things nobody knows, battles fought in the shadows. Was inside my own head, wishing that I was safe in bed. Still standing through the storm, weathered and warm but warm. Even broken I transformed, like a phoenix rising from the norm. I'm not the same kid that walked out the door. I'm harder, smarter, ready for more. It's not about being perfect, it's not about being clean. It's about fighting back when you're down on your knees. Scars are just proof that you survived, proof that you kept the dream alive. Still here, still real, still got the steel. Look at the world and I see it clear. All the hate and all the fear, but I built a shield out of struggle. Made myself a diamond out of rubble. They can break the bones, they can crack the shell, but they can't send me back to hell. I'm transforming every single day, sweeping the past and the pain away. 14 and now I'm grown, building a kingdom out of stone. I'm still breathing, I'm still me, the strongest man that you'll ever see.
Still you stand through the pain, through the damage, not defeated, not gone. You're still here, holding on. Still here, not defeated, just evolved.
You gotta hold on, even when it hurts, even when it's dark, because the sun always comes up.
Still standing.
Yeah. From the concrete to the peak. They threw me out when I was 14. They locked me up 6 times. They thought I'd disappear, but look at me now. I'm the proof. Listen. From that kid left in the cold, shivering, hungry, feeling old, to a man still standing bold, writing my name in gold. Every scar, every fall, every single brick in the wall made me who I am through it all. Built like a tank, standing tall. I could have been a statistic, I could have been gone, but the fire in my chest kept carrying on.
Still here, through the storm, still standing, still strong. From the dark to the light, you survived, you're alive, yeah, you made it.
You made it. Yeah, check. Didn't break though, I bent. Felt the pressure, felt the dent. They tried to fold me, tried to crack, but every time I came right back. Every loss had meaning sent, every lesson heaven sent. I learned to fight when I had nothing, learned to rise when I was nothing. Now I speak so they can hear, voice loud and crystal clear. This ain't luck, this is proof. This is what happens when you tell the truth to yourself. If I made it, you can, I'm still here, no fear, yeah. Now I'm living good, yeah, I'm moving straight, yeah. Got a good woman who knows how to wait, yeah. She hold me down when the world gets heavy. My queen, my peace, my everything ready. And the kids are laughing, yeah, they got my heart. Watching them grow is the finest start. And I got my brother solid as stone. Ride or die till we're old and gone. No fake friends, no snakes, no strangers. Just a circle of real ones handling dangers. Simple life, but it feels so blessed. Finally put all the madness to rest. It's a transformation, a miracle grind, leaving all the heavy weight behind. From the back of the class to the front of the stage, turning the darkness into a golden age. I am proof, I am life, I'm the man who survived the knife. I look at the young boys on the corner now, and I know exactly what's going through their brow. I wanna tell them, hold on, don't you give up. But there's a chance I feel the sun and pain, something right. The better, the buried under the song. But I grew wings on the ground. Don't ever
Like crazy, like crazy,
don't ever
like crazy, like crazy,
don't ever
like crazy, like crazy. What you need?
young boys on the corner now, and I know exactly what's going through their brow. I wanna tell them, hold on, don't you give in, because the storm ends and the sun begins. I've been down, I've been low, I've been buried under snow. I grew roots, I grew wings, I learned how to handle all things. I'm not perfect, I'm just real, showing the world what strength can feel. From the cold cell to the open sky, I'm still breathing, I'm still high on life.
Still here. From the dark to the light, you survived, you're alive, yeah, you made it.
Yeah, still here. Kid is gone, the man has arrived. And if I can do it, trust me, so can you.
Hold your head up. We made it.
Yeah. Look at me. From the concrete to the peak. They threw me out at 14. 6 times locked in a cage. They thought I'd fade away. Just another lost name. But I'm still here. I'm the proof, listen.
From that kid left out in the cold, no code, just a heart turned stone. Sleeping rough with a head full of rage, trying to survive in a world so cold. Every scar got a story to tell. Every fall was a trip through hell. But I stood back up, didn't stay down long. Turned my pain into fuel for the song. Didn't break though I bent inside. Had to bury that hurt, let it hide. No guidance, just nights in sin. Had to fight every demon within. Now I speak so they hear my truth. From a broken man to living proof. If I made it out that fire alive, you can too. Just survive.
Still here through the storm, still standing. From the dark to the light, you survive, you're alive.
Now I'm living right, yeah, I changed my lane. No more running wild in the pouring rain. Got a good woman holding me steady, my queen, my calm, yeah, she always ready. When I'm breaking, she holds me tight, reminds me who I am in the darkest night. Real love, no games, no lies, just truth in her heart and fire in her eyes. And my kids laughing, that's my world. Watching dreams slowly unfurl. Every smile takes me back in time, makes me grateful I changed my life. Got my brothers, yes, solid and true. Day ones only in my crew. No fake love, no snakes around, just real ones keeping me grounded now. Yeah, simple life but it feels like gold. Peace of mind is a story untold. All that madness I left behind, now I'm free in my mind.
It's a transformation, yeah, a miracle grind. Left all the heavy weight behind. From the back of the class to the front of the stage, turn my darkness into a golden age. I am proof, I am life. I'm the man who survived that night. I stood tall, I didn't fall. Now I'm living life, I beat it all.
See them young boys posted on the block, same cold stare, same ticking clock. I know that path, I walk that road. Same heavy heart, same heavy load. I wanna tell them don't lose your way. This ain't the life you're meant to stay. Storms don't last, the sun breaks through. There's something bigger waiting for you. I've been buried under that snow so deep, where nights feel long and hope don't speak. But I grew roots in the darkest place. Now I stand strong, I found my grace. I grew wings, now I rise above. Turned all my pain into strength and love. I
a cold cell to an open sky, still breathing deep, still aiming high. High on life, I won't lie.
Still here through the storm, still standing. From the dark to the light, you survive.
Counting me out,
Said I'd never be nothing,
but pressure makes diamonds.
and I came out shining. It's a transformation, yeah, a miracle grind. Left all the darkness far behind. From a lost little kid to a man with a plan. Now I stand where they said I can't stand. I am proof, I am strength. I went through it every length. Now I rise, no disguise. You can see it in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
The kid is gone. The man survived.
If I can do it, trust me.
So King, hold your head high.
We made it.
We made it.